Hello class. Today what we're going to look at is some two-way tables. So two-way table is just a way to kind of give information about just different data that kind of falls under multiple categories. It's going to lead into us doing Venn diagrams, which is going to fall under the set theory that we're talking about. But this is just like a different way to organize our data along with like a Venn diagram. So what we're going to do is just complete the table. What's basically happening is we have students out of school. They're having extra swim lessons for those that cannot swim. So we want to figure out how many people we need to have in class and all that kind of stuff. So grade 7, we've got 120 that can swim, 60 that cannot. So what we want to do is just get the total. So the total of people in grade 7 is going to be 180. So all we're doing is just adding across the row. For 8th graders, we got 168 and 11. So that will be added together. That'll give us 179. And then in 9th grade, we're down to only 3 cannot swim. And then here, we want to get this number. So to get our total there, we are going to add those together. So 120 plus 168 plus 172. I don't know that off the top of my head. So we could probably figure it out, but I'm going to take the easy way out. All right, so that's going to be 460. And then 60, 14, so that'll be 74. And then to get the total number of people in the school, we're going to add these two numbers together, or you can add these three numbers together. You should get the same number. So I'm just going to add those together, and we get 534. And then if we added these numbers together, you also get 534. So that's just the easy way to go and check, is make sure these three numbers add to be those two numbers added together. They should both add to be your total. But you should notice that like two-way table, these we can kind of like match up some stuff and answer some questions. Like if how many kids in the 9th grade cannot swim, and so then it would be 3, and you just kind of look through the table like that. All right, we're gonna do one more. We got to do a little bit of subtraction and kind of assuming some stuff. So we've got a principal of school with 484 students collected information about how many of them wear glasses. So we got some that always wear glasses, some that sometimes wear glasses, some that never wear glasses. The one thing it does tell us is there's 448 students, 484. So that's going to be our number there. So that's going to be our total. And what we should be able to do is kind of work around, and our last thing will probably either be to fill in this number or something similar to that row, because that's what we really want to be able to figure out. So first thing, we'll just add the ones that are pretty easy to do. So that will be 76. This one's going to be 305. And so what we can do now is I can add these together and then subtract it from 484 and get this number. So let's do that. So that would be 381. So that'll be 103. And then we could either go in and do this and subtract 55 from that. The other way we could go about doing it is add these together, get this number, subtract it from 484 to get that, and then we can add those. And so it's kind of just another way to check yourself and make sure you're doing all the correct things. So let's go ahead and get this number, and we'll figure it out from there. So let's say 103 minus 55, 98, so that would be 48. All right, then we add those across there, 36 and 4, so that'll be 180. So 235. And then if I subtract it from there to get from that 235, I get that number. So 484 minus 235, we get 249. And I can also check and make sure if I add these together, I should get 249. I'm going to do that real quick. So 40 plus 48 plus 161. Yep, we get 249. So that all checks out. And so then we can answer our questions about like how many girls sometimes wear glasses, or how many boys sometimes wear glasses, or how many people in the school or that were surveyed never wear glasses. So we can answer questions like that. And that's two-way tables.